The preemptive strike is a tower that I have not seen anybody use in a long time, and it's got a pretty interesting tactic where if you place it with a subcom, it can destroy every single DDT in a game of Chimps, which sounds very cool. It's a little bit pricey for this, but I feel like it still can do some pretty good work, especially now that it has a buffed main attack from many updates ago, but it never really got any spotlight, so I'm going to be checking it out and seeing if I can run anything with it. There's definitely two best ways to use it. It's either with Brickle, because Brickle just makes the subs and all go crazy, or you could use it with Psy. I'm going to be trying it out with Psy today because I've done like a lot of Brickle stuff, Brickle this, Brickle that. It's more like Brickle mind stack and then everything just disappears instead of having like a proper showcase of the tower. So I'm going to be trying to pair it with Psy today, which basically will allow the preemptive strike to take out all the DDTs. It can do some cleanup for what's left, but if I can get some of those DMGs down, I can use Psy Scream to blow everything away. And also, it's going to be able to take out round 100 because it has the built-in first strike. So it should be a pretty good synergy. We'll just see how it works out, and I'm going to just be starting off here on Muddy, doing an airburst start because I'm going to be getting this guy into a sub commander, and I'll basically have the sub commander run through the game. This overall was a very, very easy game. No really difficulties, and I was able to get that at least some of the cash spare that I wanted later on. So we'll just see how that plays out. Just grabbing airburst now, and then we'll get Psy and move on into the rest of the game. So pushing along into the mid game, I just got the sub commander. There was a few rounds in the early game that were a little bit tricky, round 36 mostly. I really wanted to try to just greed out that discount because I feel like I could have, and I was able to. I just had to get that 1011 sub, which is an interesting choice, but I will be needing that for preemptive strike, so it doesn't really matter either way. And then that alchemist placement was a bit odd. I could have gotten the discount lower, and I could have had the alch prioritized just on those guys, and still being able to get the drums buff, which is what I wanted, and the discount too, of course. But then I would have the village a lot lower, and I want to get a Moab glue up there, at least just a Moab glue, and all of that would be chill. So I put it up there, and then the alchemist will sit in that weird like little loop thing, and it can buff the stuff up, the village can be high, everything can be good, and I'll still be able to get the Moab glue in a pretty good placement. I'm just able to get the sub commander super easy. I just got a few triple guns, they're going to be really cheap and really cost effective damage when I have discounts. Well, just a discount, but it's still a discount, and the sub commander. So that's pretty much how I'm just going to be filling in the rest of the damage. And I was thinking that I'm going to need something to like get ceramics, like a balloon impact, but on muddy puddles you can't really do this without having to fork over a lot of money. So I'm like, I'm just going to get more triple guns. It's going to be more damage. If I have enough of them, I should be able to clean up ceramics, and that basically just worked. So that was pretty good. It saved me a lot of money, and there's one thing that I think I could save money on, but other than that, it was very clean setup, pretty easy too. So I definitely feel like the MOA press that I end up buying later could be cut, and I have an idea how to do that. I'm just not really interested. There I was trying to see like impact spots, nothing really looked very good. So this will just push on into the late game. So 94 was a round that gave me a little bit of an issue. I ended up buying the press and the primary training upgrade to buff the glue and the MOA press up a bit, and this round was a little bit more difficult than I thought. I was trying to put like some of the subs on strong to target those, and then I could scream everything, but that just wasn't really working. So I ended up having to get a MOA press to be able to take that out. I think if I were to move Psy over a bit to be like right underneath where the Moab glue is, I'd still be able to beat round 98 because I'd still get stunning power, and I'd be able to stun round 94, which would allow me to beat it with the press cut. Round 98 I beat first try and super easily, along with 96, 95, like all of the 90s rounds. It's not going to do anything to 100, so that doesn't really matter. So I think this definitely could be done, and I could cut the press. So instead of going from 60k spare, it would be more like, how much is a MOA press? Well, it was discounted. Something spare, like 66k spare, I want to say 65k spare, something around that. I think it's more like 66.5k spare, but something like that. It would be pretty good. It would be a nice addition. But yeah, everything else was super chill. I just used that stun and everything got ripped apart. All the DDTs are down, so I don't have to worry about that, which is really nice. And then round 100, I just needed to first strike the insides. I have enough damage with single target subs, and this map is kind of long that I can do that, and then scream all the BFBs on the inside, and everything goes down. Just shy of 60,000 cash spare, which is not bad, but for this run I feel like there's definitely improvements to make. Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!